With Run MyVirtual Machine, Siemens is targeting machine users who want to benefit from increased efficiency in CNC programming, process verification, and employee training. We're basically bringing the machine from the shop floor to the desk in the form of a digital twin. And here, live at EMAL 2025, I'm happy to be joined by one of our product managers for digitalization in the machine tool business, Daniel Krüger. Daniel, Siemens has been on the market with the digital twin portfolio for some time. So what's so special about your software platform? What is new?
So in general, yes, so with the market introduction of the SINUMERIK One, the topic digital twin really gained traction. So actually the SINUMERIK One was the first controller to be available as a digital twin right from the beginning. Okay, what's new, what's so special? So first of all, most of the central components in the system are really identical to the real system. Yeah, so we have a real PLC, we have a real NCK, we have a real HMI system. So this lays the basis, yeah, for our performance. So what's new in this release? The biggest news here is that we now support the mid-range controller family, which is called the A28D. So this is really brand new. For the high-end machines, we support NCU link technology. This means you can combine up to 3 virtual NCUs into one machine, which gives us the possibility to simulate more than 90 axes. And yeah, I would say this is basically what's new.
Now, the users of this controller, 828D, I had to write it down. Do the users of this controller have the same possibilities on the digital twin as they would have on the actual high-end machines?
Absolutely. So the end users, so the persons that really operate with the system, they have the same feature set. So they can use it for shop floor based programming on the PC. They can verify their programs. So for example, detect collisions that might occur when executing them. And they can also use this for training, to train their employees.
Okay. Now, you have a machine control panel here. Can you tell us what this is about? I assume this is not only for the fair here, you actually use it.
Right, so this is really not a fair gag, so to speak. This is a real MCP 2200, so a SINUMERIK One controller. And this shows how close we are to the real system. Because it shows we can hook up a hardware component which seamlessly communicates with the digital twin. And what it does, it's used for training. So you can basically operate the simulation, so the digital twin, like you would operate the real machine. And this is especially beneficial for training applications, for schools, but also for in-company training.
So this is not the only thing that's new here. I think you have some other things as well. So what can you tell us?
That's right. We introduced a new application called Optimize My Programming 3D Scanner. And this is also available on the digital twin. It's available on the real machine, but also on the digital twin. What is it about? It's about bringing 3D CAD data into the machine workflow. So you can basically replace the shop floor oriented programming or innovate the shop floor oriented programming by working directly on 3D CAD data. This speeds up the overall workflow a lot.
Now, visitors here, there will be a few customers or potential customers here, hopefully. How do they get their hands on a digital twin solution?
Yeah, so first question is concerning the licenses. The licenses for the software can be bought directly at Siemens or through one of our distribution partners. More interesting is really the question, how do they get a digital twin of their particular machine tool? And here, the first address is the OEM, so the machine manufacturer. We have many machine manufacturers who already support this idea. In addition, we have something, this is also quite new, we call it Digital Twin Basic. And this works the following, the customer can derive a backup archive from the machine and generate a very simple digital twin, which is sufficient for many applications. It lacks, for example, the 3D simulation, but for programming and for getting into the CNC programming at the machine, it's totally sufficient.
Now this is Run MyVirtual Machine. There's also something called Create MyVirtual Machine. Can you just tell us what the difference is?
Yeah. So Create MyVirtual Machine is basically our offering for the machine manufacturers. So it supports engineering workflows, virtual commissioning. You can use it for PLC testing, for PLC programming, for commissioning the NC kernel, putting in all the parameters. It's also working it's integrated in the SIMIT simulation platform, so you can use the peripheral simulation, and this overall speeds up the development process at the machine tool manufacturer.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel. That concludes our short overview of digital twin here at EMO 2025.
Okay.